Hi there, I'm Tina. Welcome to this yoga foundational video for the yoga asana side lunge or Skandasana. Skandasana is a very strong pose that really works and strengthens our leg muscles and gives us a nice stretch in our hamstring and opens those hips. It also works on our core strength, our balancing, and our focus and concentration. All that being said, it's also good for our confidence. So let's go ahead and get into Skandasana or side lunge. For this pose, we'll go ahead and start in a wide-legged position, facing the long edge of your mat. Toes will be pointed outward and heels are in. So we're looking for a little bit of a 45-degree angle with those feet. From here, we're going to go ahead and side lunge. So we're going to lunge to one side, bending one leg, keeping the opposite leg straight. Now, this is a very strong pose for the legs. And it's something that is worked up to. And depending on your strength and flexibility, this side lunge is beneficial however you can practice it. So let's go ahead and bring our bent leg all the way down to a squat position with the opposite leg out straight. Now, the opposite leg, I want you to bring your attention to the foot. You can flex that foot and dig that heel into the mat for balance and stability here. You can see this is working on balance already, and I'm still touching the floor. So one of the things that will help is digging that heel, pressing that heel firmly into the mat, flexing that leg, pulling that heel down. Careful not to completely lock or hyperextend that forward, that lengthened knee leg, and go ahead and feel that in the hamstring. Already, this is a very strong hamstring stretch. So for our bent leg, you can see my heel is not touching the ground. That's because I, in my own body, am not flexible enough to have that foot flat on the ground. Now, if you are flexible enough for that, that's a great way to practice this pose. That's actually how you'll probably see it in other tutorials, with a foot flat on the mat. Now, when you go ahead and put your foot flat on the mat, it increases the flexibility needs in the long leg and the standing and the squatting ankle. If that isn't in the cards for you, that's fine. You can keep that heel lifted. Now, one of the things that can help with this lifted heel is you can place a towel or a pillow underneath that heel. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that. Place whatever it is to whatever height you need under that heel. Now, this will really help you in your side lunge. So here we are, squatting down. Now, our weight can shift back into that heel now that we have a prop underneath of it. So this is making it accessible for those less flexible ankles and hamstrings. So once we have our feet settled, our long leg heel is pressing into that mat for stability. Foot is flexed. Knee is not locked or hyperextended. The other foot is firmly planted down into that prop or into the mat. The weight can shift back into that heel for balance, and maybe you can lift your hands up to prayer position. Now, prayer position here, you can see this is a balance, and what we're looking for is a nice straight spine, shoulders relaxed and down away from the ears, and fingers can be anywhere. They can be resting on the mat for stability, long spine. You can reach up to the ceiling, pressing that elbow into the knee. gazing up for a stretch in the upper body. Now, to come to the other side, you just walk those hands over, or if you're strong enough, pull those hands to heart center and bring it to the other side and squat. Digging that heel into the mat for stability, lengthening that spine. Squatting foot is either tippy toes or flat on the mat, depending on your flexibility. Or you could have a prop under that heel. And here we are in our side lunge. Skandasana. Now, remember, your hands can remain at heart center. They can be down on the mat. Now, just mindful that your spine is long. You're not rounding here or arching, really. Hands can be on the mat for stability. Remember that outstretched leg does not have a locked knee. The knee is not locked. It's micro bent. You can place that elbow next to the bent knee, opening it even further. And then you can reach the other arm right up to the sky, gazing up and breathing. Relaxing those shoulders down and away from the ears and breathing. To come out of that, you bring your weight back to your fingers, get your bearings here. If you're strong enough, you can go ahead and lift up from here. I'm not, and that's fine because I know I'm still getting benefits from this pose, whether or not I can do that. So to come out of this, I'm going to walk my hands over to center, pivot my feet parallel to the short edge of the mat, spine long here, hands on the hips, and come up with a straight spine. There you go for Skandasana or side lunge. Thanks so much for joining me.